If you're looking for a cold open for this game, you've come to the wrong place.
Wow. You have to get up, do what they do. But that was insane. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Come on! I make go records, baby. I'm liking this.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. Blackhawks just completed their 55th game of the season, or at least that's what it tells me. I could have sworn it was 54 and a third, but semantics. Blackhawks starting a 5-game road trip, a huge 5-game road trip that starts in Winnipeg and ends in Winnipeg against a lot of teams that are kind of in that wild card race, playoff race. Huge, absolutely huge, and of course the Blackhawks started off with a loss. 5-2, well, 3-2 with 2 empty netters, but that doesn't really make it feel any better, does it? Now, we could start off with me flipping this little miniature table that I have here that I built out of Legos, to get out the frustration, but after this game, I would basically have to flip it all the way to the gosh darn moon, and, well, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to lose this little guy. I built this myself, so I kind of want to keep this. So we're going to forego the flipping of the table today. We're going to set it over there. We're going to try and get our frustrations out some other way. We're going to take some deep breaths, Yes. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to talk about the first period because it was a lovely first period. It was a great first period. Hawks came out strong. They looked like a team, 3 days of rest, got some legs under them, playing a team that was on the back end of a back-to-back. First shift, 15 seconds in. Great forecheck. Puck finds Jakubczak out in the slot, and he buries it. That gosh darn rookie buries it. Gives the Hawks a 1-goal lead. I even missed that goal because it happened so quickly, and I was still trying to update my team, my beer league team, that I was going to miss our game tonight because we got 5 inches of snow out there, and I had to shovel, and I kind of tweaked my back. So I didn't want to risk it. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to let them know I'm not going to show up. It's a late notice. I get it. I hate doing it, but I got to do it. And I missed the first goal. But if I would have known how the last 40 minutes of this game would have played out, I would have braved the weather, the awful streets, my tweaked back, just so I didn't have to watch this. I'm sorry. Got a little ahead of myself there. We're still in the first period. In fact, that first shift goal got Jonathan Toews' 800th career NHL point. What a wonderful milestone. What a wonderful moment for a wonderful career. Absolutely fantastic. Halfway through the first period, get another kind of milestone, although a lot smaller of a milestone. Sealer getting his first career point as a Blackhawk, making his debut as a Blackhawk, would throw the puck towards the net, go wide, hit off the end boards, come towards the other side, find Patrick Kane because the puck always finds Patrick Kane. He gets it to the front of the net where Brandon Saad is, and he just redirects that puck past Connor Hellebuck, and, well, the Hawks are now up 2-0. Everything is working out. The Blackhawks are taking advantage of the situation. This is a great start to this very important road trip. Corey Crawford would make some fantastic saves in that first period. Then Sealer would get into a fight later on in that opening frame. Sealer, assist and a fight. He's a goal away from a Gordie Howe hat trick in his first game as a Blackhawk. I'm loving this kid already. And then Sealer would get called for roughing a little bit later on for getting cross-checked in the face by Ehlers. I don't know how that wasn't coincidental, but you know what? Fine. Penalty kill unit says, that's all right. We got you. We're going to overcome this adversity. They killed off Hawks up 2-0 going into the second period. Now, as you're well aware, Blackhawks at this point in time have what we'd call the worst lead in hockey. But that's not an excuse. In fact, it's still a good situation. Everybody would still choose to be the team ahead 2-0 than to be the team behind 2-0. You basically just have to keep doing what you're doing. Keep forechecking and skating. You expect the Jets to come out in that second period with some skating legs because, of course, they're also a team in the playoff hunt. They want to win this game too. They did not have a good first period, so they're going to try and turn it around. But you got to expect that. And, well, you weather the storm a little bit, and the Hawks get a power play early on in that second period with a chance to step on the throats of the Jets and open this up to possibly a 3-0 lead, or worst case scenario, just maintain the 2-goal lead and just have some momentum going into the rest of that second period. How is our power play so unbelievably atrocious? Oh my God. It's the exact same lineup from last year. A lineup that was absolutely on fire last year. We won a lot of games because of our power play last year. And somehow it's the complete 100% opposite this year with the same players. I don't understand how we can't get the puck into the zone. We cannot establish formation. We cannot get a shot on goal. And we give up more shorthanded goals than we actually score power play goals. How does this happen? How is this even a thing? How do you take a game that you have in your hands and just hand it over on a silver platter when you have the advantage? This shorthanded goal by Kyle Connor early on in the second period, that was the difference in this game. That's what lost the Hawks the game. It got the Jets back into the game. It got the crowd back into the game. And it completely deflated the Hawks. Hawks had a couple more power play opportunities, and they were this close to giving up another shorthanded goal. I'm surprised they didn't, because the Jets looked like they had the advantage. It was unreal. It was atrocious. It was terrible. My vocabulary just isn't good enough to describe it. The Blackhawks would still somehow have the lead going into the third period, but we all knew it wasn't going to last. Not when they would take 3 more penalties in that third period, which I know some of the calls were a little ticky-tack in this game. But when your power play is as atrocious as the Hawks, you don't really have a whole lot of room to talk. When you give up 6 power plays to your opponent, they're bound to score at least one. And, well, they did that about halfway into the third period. Wheeler would score the tying goal, and then Kopp would score the go-ahead goal a couple minutes later off just another terrible defensive turnover. The Hawks just keep making these atrocious defensive turnovers. They don't know how to get out of their own zone. Every single pass seems to be just made to go into more trouble. I don't know how they keep doing it. It's just lack of communication, or just not any trust, or just they don't know what to do, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's so hard for them to just get out of their own zone. If there's not a clean play, just throw it off the boards and out. Just do that. They continually back pass or pass into situations that just completely handcuffs their own teammates. And the puck just stays in their own zone. And then they just turn it over and goals get scored. Jets take the lead, and then they would get a couple empty netters after that. Final score, 5-2. Crawford was fantastic tonight. He did his best to keep the Hawks from blowing this lead, but he just, he's only human. He's only human. You could tell he was pissed, just the way he just rocket lasered passes to his teammates on the power play because they couldn't do anything, or when he just slammed his sticks across the crossbar after some goals. I mean, he was just pissed, and you can't blame him. You can't blame him when the team in front of him plays only 20 minutes. What do you expect? Hawks had a golden opportunity to win this game against the team ahead of them in the standings that they're battling for the playoffs with, to get to within 1 point of a playoff spot with a win tonight. But instead, they blow a 2-goal lead. They don't even get a point out of it, and they drop to 4 points out. If the Hawks miss the playoffs this year, it's going to be because of games like this. Games against St. Louis and Boston where we blew 3-goal third-period leads. Games like this where we have 2-goal leads and blow them. If you're a Premier League soccer fan, Blackhawks are basically Watford. So the Hawks failed to take advantage of a team that was on the back end of a back-to-back, and now the Hawks get to play 2 straight back-to-backs to finish off this 5-game Western Canada road trip. And they get to play Edmonton and Vancouver back-to-back, and then they get to play Calgary and Winnipeg back-to-back. So Winnipeg will have a chance to play the Hawks on the back end of a back-to-back. Hawks are pretty much going to have to win out this road trip, these next 4 games. And they better not give up a point to the Jets in the final game. They best win that one in regulation if they want to have a shot. This was not a good start. It was a good start, and then it was an atrocious start. And with that, I'm gonna finish this video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I apologize if I didn't yell enough. I certainly wanted to, but I felt like I probably would have thrown my back out even more if I did. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.